1978 in Boston from Don't Look Back. That was the tour that I had my first concert experience at the Cincinnati Riverfront Coliseum. 1978. I paid $7.50, and Boston was just coming off the big first debut album, and Don't Look Back was out. And Doug, and I didn't even know who these guys were at the time, but I thought they were pretty cool. But Montrose was the opening act, featuring a probably very young and unknown at the time Sammy Hagar on lead vocals.
Wow!
So that was my first concert. What was yours? Yeah, let's hear it.
You're gonna. I swear, I'm crossing my heart on this. Boston on their first album.
Really?
At Riverfront Coliseum.
At the Coliseum as well. Okay.
Star Castle, Rush, and Boston.
Now,
Star Castle was like a Yes band, a progressive, and Rush was on tour for like their it was either 2112 or All the World's a Stage. So I think it was $7.50.
Yeah,
for all that.
That used to be the going rate
that
there.
Was like
and
76, I think.
I know. I remember. I bought quite a few concert tickets there, and you know, my mom was like $7.50.
I know, and that's including service charge.
I know. Yeah, there was no other add-on fees to that. You know, it was $7.50 for a band like Boston, and then you got I'm guessing Rush was the headliner.
No,
Boston was.
Boston was. They were on their first album.
Okay.
Yeah, excellent.
So yeah, that's interesting that you had.
Boston
a
was
year,
both.
Right, right. Boston was our first, first concert, as I'm putting that in quotations.
Yeah.
So we don't need to get in any other.
We won't go down that road.
Any other firsts, but that was my first show, and it was pre, the Who, which meant
general seating.
General seating, and the place was a zoo.
Yeah.
I mean, there were fireworks going off, people sitting in the aisles. I mean, smoke just, how smoke rises.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there was just a cloud. I remember when Boston first came on and the lights lit up after it had been, in between shows. I mean, there was just a haze of smoke that, from everybody smoking whatever.
Yeah.
And the fireworks going off and people sitting in the aisles. I kind of told this story. I had Wildman on with me last week. I remember being 2 seats over from the aisle, and there were people sitting in the aisle, and some guy came staggering down and tripped over one of them and just went head over
all the way down those cement steps.
He hit on his back and then kind of slid into another group of people, so he didn't go far, but that had to hurt on those steps, which are kind of hard to navigate when you're sober.
And they're like a skating rink because all the beer had spilled on them already, so it was like an ice rink. Horrible.
Yeah.
Those were the days, right?
Yeah, the stadium seating and obviously the horrible tragedy that was the Who concert in 79, I think.
Yeah.
Changed the way we attend concerts
here and
attended
and
concerts everywhere else too. Yeah.
I got to ask you a question.
Sure.
Are you going to be okay now that call just came through?
Oh yeah. I have to share this.
Fall.
I have to share this. I took one for the team. I've had my eye ever since I got here on the Alice Cooper bobblehead, which was $20. A pledge of $20 got you an Alice Cooper bobblehead. And I couldn't believe it was still here because we're working on day number 2 of our pledge drive. And I was going to wrap that bad boy up.
You said you would let somebody take it for
$25 because I was going to pay $20 for it.
This guy.
And Tom, our man Tom, out on the left coast, came up big time, a $50 pledge, and he
swept
gets
it right out from under
the Alice Cooper bobblehead. I had it all envisioned of putting it right next to my Joey Votto and Peyton Manning bobbleheads.
I know you were texting your wife. You're like, clear off a little bit of spot because I got something I'm bringing home.
Alice Cooper is, or Vincent, whatever his real name is.
Fernier?
Fernier or whatever he is. He was going to come home with me for $20 or $25, but Tom from the left coast a wonderful Class X listener. Not only the FM show and the Saturday night the Shuffle show, but I know he listens faithfully to everybody's show. He calls in Wild Man and gives him a rough time about he's a Giants fan, and they had Dusty and now we got him, and he just kind of throws that out at us all the time. But thank you, Tom, for helping out the station. But I also got into the fact that I need to play a song for him, but I'm going to get to that. But I've got a couple of songs here, and Doug, we like to beat we've beat the variety that we offer, like a rented mule here tonight. But I'm going to throw a couple of what I would call lost classics or lost tracks, because when I first started my show, I relied very heavily on obviously I do 70s oriented album rock, but I tried to do at least 2 or 3 lost tracks or one-hit wonders or whatever you want to call them. But this first one that I'm going to play, I can't help but when I hear this song, I think of the movie Boogie Nights, because that is an awesome soundtrack. Yeah. And this song plays a very relevant role in that. So stay with us. We've got a half an hour. Wow, I've been here, and now we've only got a half an hour left. But once again, keep us in your thoughts here for the pledge, and we'll get back with you after a couple of lost tracks on Class X Radio, the new breed of rock.